Heights today.
Teams from Lutheran West, Mayfield, and North Royalton compete on the Nordson Academic Challenge. Hey everybody, come on in, let's have some fun. Thank you so much for joining us as we celebrate the 54th season of the Nordson Academic Challenge. I am your host, Rob Powers. The challenge of our show today is the same as it's always been. 3 local high school teams compete for points by answering questions. We've got math, science, history, a few other topics as well. Let's hear it one more time for our 3 teams today. It's Lutheran West, Mayfield, and North Royalton. Every team will be playing for a chance to make it to our leaderboard. And at the end of the season, the top 3 teams will be right back here to play for the championship and a $6,000 grant $6,000 grant from Nordson. We start this morning where we start every Saturday. We get it going with the lightning round. All 3 teams compete in this round. We award 20 points for a correct answer. We subtract 20 points for an incorrect or no answer. We're going to start this match off with 100 points for every team. Everybody ready? Get out your mental maps. See if you can identify the following geographical facts. The Harmattan is a dusty wind in this largest desert. North Royalton.
Sahara.
That is correct. This trench is the deepest part of the Pacific Ocean. Mayfield.
Mariana.
That is correct. This is the world's 2nd highest mountain. North Royalton.
K2.
That is correct. This river, the world's longest, flows through Egypt. The Lutheran West.
Nile.
That is correct. These mountains divide European Russia from Asian Russia. North Royalton. One more time.
The Swiss Alps.
The Ural Mountains do. Sorry about that. This is the Earth's longest band of latitude. Answer, North Royalton.
The equator.
That is correct. This name identifies both a Georgia port city and African grasslands. North Royalton.
Savannah.
That is correct. This is South America's highest mountain. North Royalton.
Kilimanjaro.
Aconcagua is the answer there. Between Maine and Georgia, you can hike this 2,000-mile-long trail. Mayfield.
Appalachian.
That is correct. And for our final lightning round question from the Greater Cleveland Aquarium, here is Matt Debelak.
In 2021, everyone at the aquarium was excited about the very rare birth of some weedy sea dragons, a species normally found off the coast of what smallest continent?
North Royalton.
Australia.
Australia is correct. That's a heck of a round. It is still very tight. We'll be back with more of the Nordson Academic Challenge right after this.
Nordson is honored to sponsor a program that celebrates academic excellence. We're a global industrial technology company with a long and proud history of giving back to the communities where we live and work. We donate 5% of our U.S. pre-tax profits to charity every year. Over the past 30 years, the Nordson Corporation Foundation has donated more than $100 million, and our employees have volunteered more than 100,000 hours. And now, we're pleased to support the legacy of Academic Challenge. Thank you all for watching, and the best of luck to all the participants.
Welcome back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. If you'd like more information about any of the schools that appear this season, scan that QR code you see right there on your screen with your phone, with your cell phone. That code will take you to the news5cleveland.com Academic Challenge page. We have links for all this season's schools' websites right there. Time now for us to play Hot Picks one at a time. I'll ask each team 8 questions. Correct response here is worth 20 points. No penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive 25 bonus points. But before we get to the questions, let's meet our teams. Let's start with Lutheran West Captain Cohen. Cohen, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been wrestling for 10 years and playing piano for 6.
That is awesome. Well, welcome to Academic Challenge tonight. Hi, Hugo.
Hello. I'm an actor at Lutheran West, and I'm a part of chess club.
That's fantastic. Hi, Cassie. Welcome.
Hi, I'm part of set construction crew for the Music Man, and I'm on the bowling team.
Good for you. Everybody's busy. For your questions, we go to Mayfield's captain, Alexander. Alexander, envelope 1, 2, 3, or 4?
3.
3. Okay. Lutheran West, these questions just for you, okay? Here we go. By analyzing the gases trapped inside a meteorite, a Moroccan astronomer determined that it had been ejected from what planet nearest the sun?
Mercury.
That is correct. You couldn't make cider from the apples in the mythical garden of Hesperides because those apples were made of what precious metal?
Gold.
Gold is correct. Were she around today, what classical goddess might promote natural grains because she was the goddess of grains? Answer? Is Ceres or Demeter? That's okay. Let's go to the monitor. Here is your science question. Which of these three terms identifies an organic compound in wood that makes cellulose harder and more brittle?
Lignin.
That is correct. The first woman to receive the Distinguished Flying Cross was what American who flew solo across the Atlantic in 1932, but later disappeared on a flight over the Pacific?
Amelia Earhart.
That is correct. Not all brothers live together happily, and certainly not what Russian brothers named in the title of a Dostoevsky novel. Answer?
Caesar brothers.
The brothers Karamazov. Again, we go back to the monitor. Here's your math question. We ask you to evaluate this expression.
10.
10 is correct. Though he defeated Abraham Lincoln in the 1858 race for the Senate, what man, nicknamed the Little Giant, lost the presidential race to Lincoln in 1860? Answer?
John Adams.
Stephen Douglas is the answer. Nice round, Lutheran West.
He's the only short dude.
All righty. Our second team this morning comes to us from Mayfield. Alexander, you are the captain of this crew. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Lex. I'm a senior at Mayfield High School. I'm the captain of the soccer varsity team, and I'm the vice president of student council. And we'd like to thank our advisor, Miss Elias. Mrs.
Awesome.
Elias, sorry.
Awesome. Thank you. Mohammed, good morning. Welcome.
My name is Mohammed Zoraz, and I'm currently a senior from Mayfield High School. I'm currently the president of the Science National Honor Society, and I am the head organizer of TEDx Mayfield High School. And I would like to thank all of our Mayfield fans that are out there today. Thank you.
There are plenty of them, I guarantee you. Hello, Tina.
My name's Tina. I'm a junior at Mayfield High School, and I currently participate in Science National Honor Society and mock trial. I'd like to take a moment to thank our alternates for supporting the team today.
Awesome. Thank you very much for being here. Grady, you are the North Royalton captain. You get to pick the questions here. Envelope 1, 2, or 4?
2.
2. It is a big decision. Here we go. Mayfield, these are just for you. All set? Here we go. During the 1960s, 2 Americans were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, scientist Linus Pauling and what civil rights leader later assassinated in Memphis?
Martin Luther King.
That is correct. Accidentally blinded when he was 3, what Frenchman later created the raised dot system that enables blind people to read?
Braille.
That is correct. In 1822, Denmark Vesey led an unsuccessful slave revolt in what South Carolina city that later witnessed the shelling of Fort Sumter? Answer?
Raleigh.
Charleston is the answer there. Okay, we go to the monitor. Here is your science question. Which of these is the unit of thermal energy that is used in the pound-foot-second system?
BTU.
That is correct, British thermal unit. If you traveled by ship from India due east to Myanmar, you would cross what large bay that shares its name with a variety of tiger? Answer?
Sumerian.
Bengal, Bay of Bengal. Though she later wrote a book called The Last Man, Mary Shelley is best known for writing about what doctor who created a famous monster? Answer?
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein is correct. Let's go to the monitor. Here's your math question. If lines AB and CD are parallel, how many degrees are there in angle X?
60.
60 is correct. Although he said he'd rather be right than president, what Kentucky senator who crafted the Compromise of 1850 made 3 unsuccessful bids for the presidency?
No gas, sorry.
Henry Clay is the answer. Way to go, Mayfield. Nice round. All righty. Our third team this morning comes to us from North Royalton. Hello, Grady. Good morning. Thanks for bringing your team. What do we need to know about Grady?
I'm on the cross-country track and mock trial teams, and I want to thank my family and our school staff for their support.
Awesome. Good morning, Arnav.
Hey, I'm in Model UN, and I'm in the school band. I play the saxophone. I'd like to thank Mr. Kish, our advisor, my family for being here, and our school principal. Thanks, Mr. Osborne.
Awesome. Did you bring the sax with you?
No.
Missed opportunity. Hi, Casey. Good morning.
Good morning, Rob. So I am in Key Club, Soccer, Track, and National Honor Society. I am a senior at North Royalton High School, and I'd like to thank the school and my parents for letting me be here today.
Fantastic. All 9 of you, congratulations on everything you're doing in high school. For your questions, North Royalton, Cohen, we come to you. 1 and 4 are left.
I'm going to go 4.
4, North Royalton. This is all for you. Got it? Here we go. False evidence from his associates squelched the career of John Quelch, hanged in 1704 as what specific sort of outlaw who flew the skull and crossbones?
Pirate?
He was a pirate. A fictional pig named Wilbur is the friend of what spider, the title character in a book by E.B. Webb?
Charlotte?
Charlotte is correct. The proposition that all men are created equal is in both the Declaration of Independence and in what famous speech given by President Lincoln in 1863?
Gettysburg Address?
That is correct. Let's go to the monitor. Here's your science question. Which of these 3 terms identifies a body cavity surrounded by the mesoderm? Answer?
Colum?
The coelom is the pronunciation, but yes. The Greek deity Mnemosyne, who personified memory, was the mother of what 9 goddesses who presided over poetry, dance, and other arts?
The Muses?
That is correct. Mice squeaked their way onto the bestsellers list when they were linked to men in the title of Mice and Men, a short novel by what American author?
Steinbeck?
That is correct. Back to the monitor. Here's your math question. Solve this pair of equations for x. Answer?
2.
2 is correct, and that was big. This is for the bonus points. Although the Emancipation Proclamation was issued in 1863, it wasn't until after Lincoln's death that slavery was totally outlawed by what number constitutional amendment?
13th.
13th Amendment is correct for the bonus points. All righty. We are on our way. We'll be back with more academic excitement right after this.
On News 5.
Welcome back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. Before we start the next round, let's take a look at the scores so far. In 3rd place this morning with 220 points, the team from Lutheran West with 240 points. In 2nd place, Mayfield leading the way right now, 345 points, the team from North Royalton. Hold on, time to go head-to-head once again. This is our picture perfect round. Each correct answer here is worth 20 points. For a wrong answer or no answer, we take away 20 points. This is for all 3 teams. Hands on the buzzer, eyes on the big monitor down front. All set? Here we go. George Washington is preparing to cross what river here? North Royalton.
Delaware.
That is correct. Chlorophyll is essential to what process in which plants? Lutheran West.
Photosynthesis.
That is correct. The Putumayo River forms much of the border between Peru and what country where Bogota is the capital? Mayfield.
Colombia.
Excuse me?
Colombia.
That is correct. What is the value for this expression? Mayfield.
4.
4 is correct. Looking like something out of a Disney movie, this natural rock formation served as a hiding place for early Christians in what country where Ankara is the capital? North Royalton.
Turkey.
That is correct. Used in making yellow gas, this is the pentoxide of what element whose atomic number is 23 and whose symbol is V? North Royalton.
Vanadium.
That is correct. This is a view of what European city, the capital of the Czech Republic? North Royalton.
Prague.
That is correct. A close look at the dish featured on the cover of this issue of Cleveland Magazine reveals a plate of raw calamari, another name for which 8-armed, 2-tentacled North Royalton.
Octopus.
Squid. Squid is the answer. but a heck of a round. That'll take us to the end of it. Way to go. Don't go anywhere. We've still got our exciting grab bag round to determine today's winner. That's coming up, of course, after we mix it up. Stick around.
Closer together.
Good morning and welcome back. It's time to say hello to this morning's advisors from Lutheran West. It's Becky Slack. From Mayfield, Christy Palmieri Elias, and Matt Kish is here this morning from North Royalton. Great to see you. You've all been here before. Thanks for coming back. We really appreciate it. Time now to mix it up. One at a time, I'll ask each team 6 questions. A correct response here is worth 20 points. No penalty here for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 6 questions correctly receives 25 bonus points. Lutheran West, you're up first. All set? Here we go. Take one word from each column here. You can name what polar route sailors hope to find that would link the Pacific and the Atlantic Oceans.
Northwest Passage.
That is correct. Put some letters around the round here. You'll name what small burrowing animal that supposedly looks for his shadow February 2nd.
Groundhog.
That is correct. Which 2 of these 4 words are best paired as synonyms?
Vindictive and vengeful.
That is correct. If you know your mythology, you'll know this is not right. Change one word, make the sentence correct.
The Minotaur had the body of a man and the head of a bull.
That is correct. Which of these Latin terms refers to a basic legal safeguard that protects citizens from being illegally imprisoned?
Habeas corpus.
That is correct. That was big. This is for the bonus points. These words about America were written by what French nobleman who had come to our aid during the Revolutionary War?
Lafayette.
It's the Marquis de Lafayette. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
25 bonus points. That's what I thought you said. All right, 25 bonus points for Lutheran West. Got it right. All right, Mayfield. That's simple. All set? Here we go. Choose one word from each column. You can name what ancient conflict associated with a large wooden horse.
Trojan War.
That is correct. Fill in the blanks here to name what South American pack animal prized for its meat and wool.
Llama.
Llama's correct. Which 2 of these words are synonyms?
Soliloquy and monologue.
That is correct. I'm sure this is not right. Change one word, make the statement correct. Answer?
Dante read the Divine Weathercast.
What word would you change?
Wrote.
No. Dante wrote the Divine Comedy is the answer. Under the Lend-Lease program of 1941, the U.S. agreed to provide Britain with at least 50 of which of these?
Naval destroyers.
That is correct. A French poet used these words to describe what galaxy, whose billions of stars include our own solar system.
Milky Way.
Milky Way is correct. Way to go, Mayfield. All righty. Let's wrap things up with North Royalton. Here are your questions. All set? Here we go. Choose one word from each column here. You can get the title of what Robert Louis Stevenson novel whose characters include Long John Silver.
Treasure Island.
That is correct. Fill in the blanks here, and you can name what animal closely related to deer.
Antelope.
That is correct. Which 2 of these words are synonyms? Answer?
Transitory and fleeting.
That is correct. This is not. Can you change one word, correct the statement? Answer?
John Brown.
That is correct. Not John Mayer, it's John Brown. Which one of these plays is not by William Shakespeare?
As You Like It.
Arsenic and old lace is the answer there. These were the proud words of what astronaut, the first man to walk on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong is correct. That's the end of that round. We are rolling right along. We'll be back with the final and deciding grab bag round. That's coming up right after this.
Heights today.
Let's get moving. Time now for the grab bag round. In this free-for-all, each correct answer is worth 30 points. The team will lose 30 points for a wrong or no answer. Again, this is for all three teams. Hands on the buzzer, eyes on the monitor when we need it. Set. Here we go. Mount Blanc, the highest peak in what snow-covered European mountain range, favored by many world-class skiers? Mayfield.
Alps.
That's correct. A London publication called Monthly Magazine was the first to print stories by what English author who later wrote Oliver Twist? North Royalton.
Dickens?
That's correct. Constantine II was the sixth and last king of what southern European country whose many islands include Corfu and Crete? North Royalton.
Greece?
Greece is correct. If you went snorkeling here, you'd be near the Virgin Islands, which the U.S. bought from what Scandinavian nation in 1917?
Virgin Islands.
Excuse me?
Virgin Islands.
Denmark is the answer there. 20 decimeters equals how many meters? Lutheran West.
10.
2 is the answer. 2 is the answer. And we go right to the scores from that point. In third place this morning with 355 points is the team from Lutheran West. In second place with 380 points is the team from Mayfield. And the winner of this morning's academic challenge with 565 points is the team from North Royalton. That's a heck of a game. That's a heck of a morning. Be sure to join us next time. We'll feature teams from Elyria Catholic, Highland, and Lakewood. Thanks so much for being here today. I'm Rob Powers. We'll see you right back here next week.